Looking to get more materials? Well, my friends, you wouldn't believe my surprise to see Esmeralda, the lady who took all my gems and broke my freaking heart. She broke my heart in half. This lady right over here, she's back with freaking materials. This event is in Kingdom 2, and there's a Wheel of Fortune for materials and patterns. This is going to be absolutely insane. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisquo Gaming, and I cannot believe that in 2020, they've returned Esmeralda, the vixen who took all of my gems. No, seriously, it was the Esmeralda event was terrible. If you like Rise of Kingdoms guides that help you get value and smash your enemies, consider smashing that subscribe button and throwing a like on the video to support the channel for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos. We are a sponsored content creator, and I would just get out of the way so I don't block the view of the lovely Esmeralda here. Yeah, there is an event that has returned. The way this worked previously is you would divine with Esmeralda. You'd either get gems or something less impressive than the gems, and you'd keep doing that over and over, randomly hoping to get value. But now, she's back in a new way where you're divining. This is in Kingdom 2. Doesn't mean it's going to go to every kingdom. Maybe they're just testing it, or maybe we're going to see it very soon in our kingdom. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. But what I know is Esmeralda is here. The rewards are interesting. There are material chests, and not a small amount of them, by the way. Also some blueprint fragment choice chests here, which is pretty interesting. The icon is so small, it's kind of hard to see what those actually are. Hold on, let me get my binoculars. All right, they're boots and pants. Boots and pants, but they could easily swap out whatever patterns or rewards are in here. Today, in Kingdom 2, here's what the rewards are, and every time you divine as you make your way toward 100 divines here, you're getting some extra goodies. So this looks like the reward tier we saw previously in Evil Candyland, which later became actually the most amazing Candyland on the face of the earth, and it was so good, I guess they decided they weren't going to do it anymore. However, here we are, Esmeralda, and we have the odds. Well, that's not the odds, just the odds right over here of what you can actually get. Now, look, I've got to run and do some math to figure out exactly if this event is worth. I'll probably snap my fingers or clap my hands and interject with some math right about now. Okay, so here is the math for Esmeralda. And this is available, by the way, in our ROK toolkit. The link is in the description. This is a set of tools we make available to everyone. So if you enjoy this sort of stuff, do me that huge favor, throw a like on the video, consider that subscription to the channel for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos. We listed every single reward, the amount that you get of it, the gem value of each, the percent chance of having each one land, and we act as if you did this thing 100 times. So you go through 100 divinations. The grand total gem value, if you like my assumptions, would be about 108,000 gems worth of value for actually doing 100 divinations. Again, you can make a copy of this sheet and change around those assumptions, and I'll show you what some of those might look like in just a minute. But working with those base assumptions, the cost of gems per spin or divination, if you're in groups of 5, is 720 gems a pop, and that means that you're getting about a 1.5 return on your gems for this. In other words, for every gem you spend, you get 1.5 gems worth of value back at the VIP shop prices. In addition, the value of the rewards on their way to 100 are worth about 29,000 gems in my estimation. Now, your assumptions for the value of things might rightly be different than mine. So, for example, you might say the resources are really worth nothing to you. And resources are the thing that is going to land the most, by the way, almost a 25% chance for that. So by zeroing out the value of the resources, and they are pick one, which is actually pretty good, you go down to about 90,000 or 91,000 gem value. That's still a 1.3 return on your gems. I take away from this that this event is a way to accelerate your progress toward legendary patterns, and specifically the ability to craft those legendary patterns by getting lots of materials. And I think that's pretty solid. This seems like, from this pure math, an event that's more oriented towards spenders that are looking to accelerate than your average player who's, looking to get some better gear or to pick up a few fragments here or there. With that said, the advantage of something like this over a commander wheel is that these sets of equipment that you make and different items that you craft can be transferred from one commander to another. So unlike a specific commander wheel where like, hey, you get the sculptures and that's all they're good for is that one commander, this equipment can go on whatever commander you want to put it on, which is pretty good. The value is not gangbuster, okay? It really isn't. If we compare to other events like the specific commander wheel, in my estimation, you get a 2-to-1 return on your gems, and the universal commander wheels are about a 1.5 return on your gems. Again, there's a bunch of assumptions baked into there about how you'd value different things in the game. But my takeaway on this Esmeralda wheel is that it is generally for people that have a lot of gems and are really looking to accelerate their equipment game. Let's jump back to the rest of the video. Okay, so this event looks like it's kitted out for the big spenders who are after equipment, or if you feel like your commander roster is in a really great place and you don't want to spin wheels anymore, you'd rather allocate your gems to this. That seems very, very reasonable to me. Let's use our free crystal ball spin. I mean, this is my Kingdom 2 account. It really, it really does not need equipment, but okay, well, there you go. I pressed the free button and I got a decent amount of speed ups, 32 hours. I mean, that's pretty cool. 32 hours of speed ups for free is really good. I would also, I suppose, take that for 400 gems. This is how Esmeralda. This is how Esmeralda gets you. You get 50 chances a day here, it looks like. So we'll define again. Ooh, resources. Well, I don't know that I would have paid gems for that, but that's where we're stopping on this account. I'm not going any further, Esmeralda. You're not getting any more of my gems today. Let me show you the second event that has a ton of materials. It's totally crazy. Look at this. Freaking Wheel of Fortune. Sarka's here, but the rewards are way different. We see epic chests on here. We see legendary helmet patterns. That's a set pattern. And holy moly, that's 5 of the legendary set helmet. 5 of the legendary set helmet pattern piece there. Wow. I kind of wish we would get something other than the helmet, but whatever. I guess I'll just be, wow. At the top of this is 15 helmet patterns. That's kind of wild. I wonder if I should stop gemming the sets in the VIP shop. That's probably going to end up being really expensive if over time, and maybe it takes a while, but geez, you could get a full legendary helmet pattern from spins here, I would think. Basically, you would get 19 pieces here. Jeez, wait, 19? No, more than that. Wow, between your spins, I mean, you could get a full pattern for a legendary helmet. And I know that's like, well, you still gotta go and craft the dang thing. But right now, you're paying 1,500 gems per pattern piece. And here it's 2,700 gems to spin this thing 5 times. Holy jeez, let's look at the odds. The odds are pretty solid. The odds are about what you would expect. Let's just do the math, come up with the gem value. I'm going to snap my fingers, and then boom, magical math will have been completed. Okay, so we went in and we did a calculator for the exact value you would get from actually spinning this new Wheel of Fortune. In here, you can see we've got every single item included, the gem value associated with it, the percent chance that it drops, and if we actually spin the wheel to 100 times, we would anticipate you get 91,187 gems worth of value. This makes some assumptions about how many gems you would pay for different things, okay? I'm going off of VIP shop prices, but some of these you may value much lower or not at all. If you want, you can go in, make a copy of this sheet, and then change the value to 0 and see what your return on gems is, which, by the way, the expected value per spin with all of these assumptions about the value of the wheel is 911 gems or 912 gems per spin. Pretty good value, assuming you're spinning in chunks of 5. That is a 1.7 return on your gems, and that doesn't even include all of the rewards along the way, which we have listed right over here. I think that's worth about 54,900 gems for each of the chests you get for spinning on your way to 100. Now, there's some huge assumptions baked into that, though. The biggest assumption is that you would actually value those helmet pieces at 1,500 gems a pop. Because, like, look, maybe that's a major, like, oversight, right? Maybe it's only worth, like, 750 gems to you for the legendary helmet fragments. Because, hey, you can get them from Sunset Canyon or whatever. You would value them lower. So you could plug that in as 750. It's still 78,515 gems worth of value, a return of 1.5 gems on every gem that you spend. You could even go in and say, hey, I don't care about the value of research speedups. I don't care about the value of building speedups. I don't care about the value of epic fragments. And then you can see it's actually, you got to make all that worth 0 to you. Maybe you say the resources will be worth 0. All that has to be worth 0 to you. And then you break even on your gem return, except that still doesn't account for the value of these rewards, which, by the way, is significantly diminished if you don't need more of those helmet patterns. In fact, that value would drop pretty substantially. So I think this is a good wheel for people that, first of all, need and want all the things that are on here and are interested in actually crafting the set helmet. If you don't want to craft the set helmet, then this wheel is not for you. And like, hey, let it come, let it go, just move on with life. But I really am kind of concerned that, gosh, I've been paying 1,500 gems a pop to get these special legendary chests in the VIP shop for the set pieces. And I just wonder if they're going to roll out the entire set like this. And if I'm just spending ridiculous amounts of gems when I could have done it on a wheel for a whole heck of a lot more efficient, that's going to be painful. But let's jump back to the rest of the video. All in all, I'm pretty hyped about these new events. I'm really eager for them to land into Kingdom 75. I'm also extremely anxious about, gosh, like, am I wasting all of my gems buying inefficiently from the VIP shop these different patterns that, man, like, I'm going to get in a wheel event in the not too distant future? We don't know the timing. We don't know how this is all going to shape up. But I'll tell you, the VIP shop is looking really expensive these days for getting things, especially when you consider that you should just maybe hunt them down in all of these different wheels. And there's a way to do that even for these legendary patterns that are 50% off. Are they? Are they though? Are they? My friends, if you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor. Throw that like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers at this moment in time. I can almost taste it. So do me that huge favor. Subscribe to the channel. Check out our content. You don't like it? Heck, you can unsubscribe later, you know? And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom and leave me that comment down below with what you think of all this stuff.